Hey guys, it's Mrs. Dugan, and today we are going to cover the rubric for the scientific method comic strip. So this is going to serve as our wrap up for this unit, for scientific method unit, and there's a couple things that we really need to focus on for this CSA. Okay, so first thing, you are going to create a comic strip. All right, you will be describing how somebody goes through the scientific method by drawing out an experiment. So we are not just doing a frame by frame, this is what a question is, this is what this is. You're actually going to pretend that you are creating a comic strip to explain how somebody creates an experiment, goes through an experiment. Okay, you're going to have a description of each step, you're going to write dialogue, and then you're going to draw these pictures. Okay, so the first thing that you need to do is select one of the following experiments. All right, we've given you a list of some that you can do. All right, if you look down at this one right here, does the chocolate melt faster? This one is what we did in class for our lab. So if you are confused or you need something that you can just remember, that one is your best bet. You can also make your own. Okay, last year I had a lot of kids who did some fantastic ones where they they just came up with an experiment and then drew it out. Okay, so before you get started on your comic strip, we need to start with our planning. So you are going to take your step. We have them all down here, and you're going to write the definition. You want to use your notes that we took on Friday. Okay, those are going to help you with the definition of each step. Then in this box, how does it apply to your experiment? So let's say that I had this one. Which brand of chocolate bars melts fastest in the sun? Okay, so how does this apply to that? So I'm going to brainstorm what I'm going to say. So maybe I'm going to have two chocolate bars that are talking to each other, and they're going to say, "I bet you're going to melt faster than me." And then my question would be, which one melts faster? Okay. As you go through this, you're trying to brainstorm, what is it that I'm going to draw? What is it that my characters are going to say? All right, to show that I have my experiment. Okay. All right, so after that, let's look down at our requirements. So when you're designing it, you are going to get an 11 by 13 page sheet of paper, okay? And you're going to make sure that you have the title and your name. If you need to put it on the back, that is fine. I am okay with that. You are creating 8 sections and you're going to label each section, okay? Now, I'm going to show you a quick, let me find it, a quick example of the scientific method. Let's see if I can find it. If not, then I'll show you one. Okay, well, while that's loading, let's just keep going. I'll show you an example so that you have an idea of what's going on. When you are creating this, make sure you use your rubric and you use complete sentences. And you need to write clearly. If you have bad handwriting, please come talk to me and we will talk about you typing it and then pasting it on, because I'm not going to grade things that I can't read. Okay? A couple more, make sure you use dialogue bubbles, and if you'd like, I can check your work at any time. Okay, so for the rubric, all right, your name and title, you've got 3 points for that. Problem, your step must be identified, description is accurate, and the description of the step is thorough. Okay, you need to make sure that you have the text written in dialogue and it is actually depicted in your comic strip, not just written out, but you have a character asking a question. Okay, same with observation. We're going to go, they're pretty much the same exact, 5 points each. All right, and then you have a 2 points for creativity. Make sure that you're looking at it. If you have questions, guys, please ask me. Now let me find that example for you so that you can see what I'm talking about. All right, this is one that I created last year. Okay, so here's our problem. So if we look at it, breakfast would be so much better if cereal wasn't soggy. Which one stays crunchier the longest? Okay, so that was the problem. Now we have a couple different steps this year, so it may look a little bit different. So this would be more the question, and then we have our research and then hypothesis. Okay, but this is just a general idea of what I want you to look, what it should look like. Okay, so you're going to see I have a lot of important information here. So you need to have all of that information. When you talk about analyzing data, it needs to be going into graphs. You need to show that you have collecting data. You're collecting things in a chart or a table, your experiment, explaining your experiment. That's something really important. And then that report, choosing one of the ways that we can report our data and our findings to the world. Okay. All right. So as usual, I am open if you need help. If you need me to check things, I will. Just please do not sit here and twiddle your thumbs for the next 3 days. If you do that, you're going to have a hard time. Okay. All late work is due on Thursday at 11:59. Remember that, and good luck. Have a great day, guys.